Let's talk about it. New construction homes. Are they worth it in 2025? Let's get into the clips.
Man, ugh, I didn't want to take this to TikTok, but I feel like I have no other option. I'm just at the end of my rope. 2 years ago, we bought what we thought was our dream home with Oakwood Homes in Colorado. And it has been nothing but a nightmare. We have had multiple major issues with our home. Major, we're talking major plumbing leaks, mold, like flooring popping up, the subflooring is uneven. Our garage has flooded. The room I'm in has flooded. It was full of mold. It took them months to fix that. Anyways, our most recent issue, and the other ones, all of them haven't been fixed. Our flooring is still popping up downstairs, and we're paying $3,400 a month for this house. And it's falling apart. And they won't do anything about it. Well, our 2-year-old air conditioning unit went out a couple months ago, and so we got it serviced. I had people come out and fix it. It's only 2 years old. It's a brand new house. Well, there was insulation all up in our furnace, and the only way that could have happened is if, when the house was being built, they were negligent, insulation got in the furnace. So there's insulation all up in our furnace, which is a fire hazard. We have 2 young children. It could quite literally catch our home on fire when we turn the heat on. We're in Colorado. Anyways, Oakwood Homes and their warranty company, Shazam, did what they do and say, oh yeah, we'll take care of it. And of course they're not. And now they're refusing, and we're going to have to use what money we have left to sue them, like our neighbors are having to do. This is not an isolated incident. Our neighbors are dealing with issues, some of them even worse than us, and they're not being addressed, and they've had to go the legal route. Unfortunately for us, the economy has put our family in a really shitty spot the last couple years, and we didn't really want to shell out our savings account and our emergency money to fight our home builder in court. But now we don't have an option. We want to sell our home and move, but we can't because it needs to be fixed to sell it to move, and they will not fix it. We're supposed to be under a warranty. Okay. Anyways, sorry I'm so emotional, but I just got off the phone with one of the building managers who has been telling us for months that everything was going to be fixed, and he just hung up on me because I was crying on the phone. So, anyways, Oakwood Homes, don't buy from them. Actually, any new home, just don't buy it. Just buy an older home. I will never, mark my words, never will I live in a new construction home again in my life. Ever. I'm done.
Mm. Sad to hear it's going through this type of situation. Imagine you getting a brand new built home, built from the ground up, and in the last 2 years, you have issue after issue after issue because these builders literally smack these houses together. They're basically plywood and glue. Um, and then when it comes time to honor the warranty, they want to put you through the ringer to come out and fix something that was already shoddy work to begin with. Again, if you are going to buy new construction, you have to make sure you research the builder. Obviously, Oakwood Homes, they do not honor their work. They do not stand by their work. I mean, the fact that they're going to have to take the last of their emergency fund to try to sue this builder, who is probably just going to, stretch this out in court for as long as they can, because obviously it's going to be big bank versus little bank. It's absolutely sad and disheartening. Again, a lot of people invest a lot of money, a lot of time, blood, sweat, and tears to save up for a house. And this is the nightmare that this lady and her family is dealing with.
You know what I love more than anything is new construction home horror stories. And of course, I'm saying that with sarcasm. I'm a mortgage lender in Oklahoma. I'm in a very rural part of Oklahoma. But in our state, builders or general contractors are not required to be licensed. That means there's no formal training or testing that has to be done. Someone can wake up and decide that they want to build homes. They can build a home, sell that home to you or me. They don't have to disclose to us that they have no formal training or knowledge of plumbing, electrical, roofing, none of that. Second part of this that
Absolutely insane.
is crazy is that if you're building outside of city limits, there's no building codes that are being enforced. There's no building permits that are needing to be applied for. There's no construction inspections that are being done. There's no third party person checking to make sure that these homes are being constructed properly. And with these builders not being licensed, there's no way for you to check that this person knows what they're talking about, right? You can meet with them. They tell you everything you want to hear. You think it's going to be unicorn and rainbow lands. But then once you get into this house and problems start coming up, then you realize, like, this dude had no clue what he was doing. And I just paid $500,000 for him to build this house for me. So if you're someone who's building or buying a new construction home, do your research. My number one tip for you is to look the builder up on public records. Do they have lawsuits filed against them from previous people they've built homes for? Do they have mechanics liens filed against them? Are they not paying their contractors who are doing work on your home or someone else's home? Like, you have to do your own research. You can't rely on word of mouth. You can't rely on Google reviews, whatever. Look these builders up so you know what you're getting yourself into, and don't assume that there are rules or regulations in place that are going to protect you in buying or building a new home, because that's not the case.
Absolutely insane. But again, like I mentioned in the first clip, the most important thing is you have to take the time to research this builder. And like she said, see if they have any liens against them, see if anybody else is suing them, see if they're paying their workers. You have to do the due diligence or it will cost you in the long run. Because like I said, not all builders, I'm sure some new builders out here that are developing new construction homes and they do a great job, but you have a good percentage out here who are literally just looking at this as a money grab and smacking out there that they're going to put a warranty on this thing to give you a peace of mind. And then when it's time for them to honor the warranty, they're literally going to give you the runaround. And again, when you have something major going on in your home that needs to be fixed, you don't have time to be given a runaround. You need it fixed right then and there, and someone who's going to stand by their product.
Like, you're not going to believe it, but have a look at this. Sweet Jesus, how many things can be wrong on one simple deck install? Unbelievable. New construction.
I mean, you don't even have to be a contractor or in the building process. You can just look at that. You can eyeball that and clearly see that is something wrong, and there's no way that should have been a passcode.
I'll say it once and I'll say it again. Never ever go unrepresented to go buy a new construction house. And here's why. At the end of the day, I love my builders. They have a job to do and their goal is to maximize profit. So do you. But as a buyer, you need to understand that you have things that you deserve. Here's a couple of things. Number one, starting with the fact that the builder pays for your agent. Why would you go into something unrepresented? Something as big as you buying a home. It's the biggest purchase you're probably going to make your whole life. Have representation looking out for you. Now, yes, there are agents that are in the model homes, they're at the mobile home sites or wherever, but they are representing the builder. They're there to look at the best interest of the builder, not you. They do not care about you as a buyer. They want to make a commission. And at the end of the day, all agents want to make a commission, but what I will not do is sacrifice my buyers for a commission. So let's go over one of my clients that I just got under contract, so she's amazing. I'm so happy for her.
All right, let's pause it there. She actually made a great point. Again, understand some of these realtors are in the pockets of these big time real estate developers of these new construction homes. Again, they're going to tell you everything is great, everything is pie in the sky because they ultimately want to make a commission. And again, they're in the pocket of the builder. They're not going to go against the builder because that is their bread and butter. Again, if the builder is putting them in a position to sell a new development construction and there's 20 new homes, what do you think the realtor um, motives and intentions are going to be? To sell those homes, to keep the relationship with the builder happy, so in the future they can have the opportunity to sell more homes. Again, a lot of these realtors do not care about you. They're going to tell you any and everything to make a sale. Again, remember, realtors are commission based. So if they're not selling any real estate, they're not making any money.
Less than a week and there's a problem. There's a blockage or something, and so in the plumbing, there's a blocking to the street, and all of a sudden everything started backing up, right? Nothing was draining, and so it was leaking by the HVAC, whatever that thing is, and they have to remove the carpet. They have to you know, remove sheetrock and all kinds of stuff. Less than a week. So my husband told them it's gonna be a big job because it is a lot that's messed up. They had to lift all this because all this is wet. It went into my daughter's closet. Look at all this. And the carpenter's got to come to check to see about the sheetrock. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be a big job.
Again, you have to make sure you're doing your due diligence when it comes to new construction. I mean, and again, I would recommend getting two home inspections, because I mean, some of these home inspectors are a little questionable too. Make sure you research the home inspector, and make sure that they're actually educated and have experience, so they know what they're talking about, know what to look for, so you can avoid costly mistakes that may come up after the purchase of the home.
Buy new construction, you do not need a home inspection. Said no realtor ever, and here's why. Check out this photo, y'all. Can you spot it? That is a pile of snow in the insulation of the attic. So while it's true that new construction, you get a year warranty and they're gonna come fix all of those little problems that you find, the chances of you being up in your attic and you being able to spot that little pile of snow are probably pretty slim. Moisture over a long period of time in your attic is going to turn to mold. So if we did not catch that, which I commend the inspector for catching it, because a white pile of snow and white insulation is not an easy thing to spot. Over time, that's going to be a problem. After that year is up, your warranty is done and over with, and you are left with a moldy attic. Make sure if you are buying new construction, for one, you're buying it with me. For two, you are getting an inspection.
Again, this is just another important example of how critical it is to have a competent home inspector who knows what they're doing. Again, if you have someone who is not quite familiar with what they're doing and they miss something like that, and then when's the last time you're going to go into your attic? A year and a half, 2 year passes by. Now you discover you got some type of leak going on. Now your warranty's expired, and now that cost is going to be on you as a new homeowner, when you've just shelled out probably a lot of money for a down payment for the home, and not only that, the monthly payment that you have to pay every month.
Can we talk about new construction homes real quick? I really have an unpopular opinion about this. I know there are a lot of people that are buying homes right now and they feel like new construction is like the best option because it's like modern, it's up to date. But one thing that they're not telling you is that they built the house in like 60 days. So it's probably not insulated correctly. And number two, if the area over there is being re-gentrified, your property tax are going to continue to go up and down. The reason that this is because if they build like a Walmart or school, other homes and other price points, that's going to drive your property tax up. I often get on this app and so many people are crying about this and they're saying that they don't know and things of that nature. And so that usually what always happens in a new construction area. So just my thoughts, get a home that has good bones, that you can add your own personality and style to, instead of it just being super cookie cutter. Let me know your thoughts.
I agree. I tend to lean to an older home, and then over time, do the renovations, do the upgrades to your liking, so you know that at least your house has a strong foundation and the bones of the home are solid.
A $600 inspection, guys, saved my client's life or saved somebody in her family's life for sure. You know, oftentimes you hear your realtor say, get an inspection, even on a new construction. Yes, even on a new construction. I am standing in front of my client's new construction home that passed several inspections, passed city inspections, but it wasn't until she brought her own inspector in, a huge miss was discovered. Look at this window, guys. This is a bedroom window, and it's being replaced because the original window did not open. It was not operable. Per city code, and I know this is just not a Houston requirement, I'm sure this is a national requirement. If a room is considered a bedroom and somebody is sleeping in there, there has to be an operable window. If a fire breaks out, that person has to have a way to escape. This window was not operable. The inspector found that. What if she was sleeping in this bedroom and the home caught fire? When you're dealing with homes, even new construction, people make mistakes. People are human. Guys, this was just overlooked. The builder has taken full accountability and they are replacing it, but this is the exact reason why you can't count on anybody to just tell you anything. You have to do your own due diligence.
She's exactly right. Just think about how many people overlooked that issue. Again, just imagine it was a fire and they needed to get out that window in the event of an emergency. Um, they literally would have been screwed and ultimately could have caused someone to die or be severely burnt to death. Again, it's very, very critical, especially in this day and age, to make sure you get a competent home inspector.
Well, we didn't have time today to make one of our regular TikToks. You know, we've been in some new homes, been in lots of homes lately, but did happen to get the ears lowered today. That's a bonus. Now, while I was in the truck waiting to get a haircut, you know, working on some reports and then sitting there thinking of some conversations that I've had lately with clients and with some realtors. Now, there's a massive misconception in construction right now that you don't need to have a home inspection done on a new property. If you're buying a brand new home, you've got new home warranty, the builder's telling you everything's going to be great. It's not the case. We've proven it over and over again. And as for those of you that watch this channel, you've realized issues arise in every home, new, old, infill, flip property, of course a flip property, and new construction. You know, issues are there. Now, for you realtors out there, I understand that the market is super tight here in Calgary right now, and you want to give the best advice that you can to your clients. But telling them to waive the home inspection is not the best advice. There's always a way to have a review done of a home, and every home deserves to have that happen. People deserve to have an opportunity to have a home reviewed and fully inspected before they drop $700, $800, $1 million on a property. So that's my view on it. We keep making videos. We keep getting more information out there to let people know the state of construction and, you know, what to look for in your own home. And I've had many conversations, and it's fantastic. I love all the feedback. Positive, negative, doesn't matter. Keep the feedback coming. I'd love to hear it. And again, thanks for watching. Hit the like and follow button. We're going to be around for a long time.
Absolutely insane for a realtor to suggest to their client to waive a home inspection just because the home is brand new when you get a warranty. Again, like he mentioned in the clip, spending a half million, 3/4 of a million. In some cases, people are buying $1 million plus homes, and to not get a home inspection is insane. I mean, I would recommend getting 2 home inspections just in case your first home inspector misses something. Again, as we've seen throughout these videos and throughout many clips on social media, people complaining about the shoddy work. A lot of these builders are cutting corners, and even then, some of these builders are not even honoring their work when it's clearly was the case that they did not do the right thing to begin with. Again, let me know what you think in the comments below. How do you feel about new construction in 2025? I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.